Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marina here, and as always you guys, I'm so excited to come to you in another video. I'm particularly very excited to come to you guys in this video because it's been a while. It has been such a long time that I had a sit down video from inside my house. You guys, I'm so happy, really so happy to be back to doing this, back to my regular routine. If it's your first time here and you don't know what I'm talking about, I've been traveling. I did take a trip to London, England and Lagos, Nigeria. If you scroll past a number of my previous recent videos, you would see what I'm talking about. But I'm back home now, back to the grind, back to my reality, and it's just so exciting to come to you guys in this video. In today's video, guys, I decided to come and give you guys all the tea about the part of this trip that you guys did not see. A lot of things happened behind the scenes, a lot of things happened that were not captured, and because of two particular questions that people were asking me, I decided I'm going to come here and talk about all of it. So that's why we're here today. Grab popcorn, grab some coke, bring your blanket, be cozy, come and sit down, let me knack you tori, okay? If you don't know what knack tori is, it means let me spill the tea, let me give you the gist. But before that, guys, I just wanted to give you guys very quick update from Teddy Blake. A couple of months ago, we did an unboxing video together when I unboxed this beauty, this handbag from Teddy Blake. We unboxed it together and I gave you guys all the details about Teddy Blake. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it on the screen. You will only see it if you're using a mobile device. I would have the link to the video in the description box as well, but I can give you a little info, little scoop about Teddy Blake. So Teddy Blake is a brand that makes premium Italian leather bags, quality luxury leather bags for cheaper than what you would pay for that kind of luxury. So it is luxury that is affordable. They make the best designs of leather bags, like different colors, different shapes, different sizes, whatever style or whatever design it is that goes for you. 99% chance you will find it on the Teddy Blake website. And in this season of Black Friday leading up to the Christmas and other holiday seasons coming up, if you're looking for that special gift that you want to buy for that special someone, Teddy Blake is an amazing option. And right now Teddy Blake is having the biggest discount ever. So if you're looking for that special gift to buy for that special person in your life, this will be an amazing time for you to take advantage of all of the discounts that Teddy Blake has going on right now. And if you use the discount code on the screen, I would have that in the description box as well. You can get dollars off the cost of your purchase. If you're like me who doesn't like to buy things for the full price, this is an opportunity for you to get some dollars off the cost of your purchase. The link to the Teddy Blake website will also be in the description box as well. So do well to go snag yourself one of these beauties, one of these babies for the holiday season. Check out the description box for the link to the Teddy Blake website, the discount code that you can use to get some dollars off the cost of your purchase. Come back and thank me later, okay? Back to the tea, back to our gist for today. So the two questions that I got asked in my DMs the most, no, it was not even my DMs, it was on WhatsApp. Like, it was somebody from my contact sent me the question to say, what did I have to do to prepare for the trip? And the second question was, how did it really feel going back to Nigeria? I should say the truth. The person said, say the truth. I said, okay, your wish is my command. So I'll start with the first question. What did I have to do to prepare for the trip? Not a lot. I didn't do a lot, but there are a couple of things that I could have done. So first off, I went to London, England with my Canadian passport. I landed there with my Canadian passport, but I went to Nigeria with my Nigerian passport. Now my Nigerian passport is expired, so I had to apply for an emergency travel certificate. You remember that video I did, that vlog I did where I told you guys that I was snapping passports because I wanted to submit a government form? Yeah, it was for the emergency travel certificate. It was a pretty straightforward process. I just went on the Nigerian High Commission's website, Nigerian High Commission in Ottawa. I went on their website and it had like a breakdown of what the requirements were. It cost me about 150 Canadian dollars, I think. I sent that through in like a money order. That's the only time I've ever used the money order. I don't understand that part, but okay. So yes, I paid that in like a money order, sent all the documents. I had to send like my flight itinerary, sent like the data page of my expired passport, just send them the details that they asked for. Very straightforward. Sent it over and they sent me the emergency travel certificate. So that's how I was able to land in Nigeria with my expired passport. Now there's news that even if your passport is expired, you can land in Nigeria with an expired passport. I didn't want to take that chance because I was trying to avoid anything that would make me get delayed at the airport or anything that would just cause me undue stress. So that's why I wanted to do the right thing, like find a way to do it the right way. But if you have ever traveled to Nigeria with an expired passport, please leave it in the comment section. What was the experience like? Was it seamless? Were you able to get in without any delays or any hassles? I didn't want to take that chance, so that's why I applied for the emergency travel certificate. Another thing I could have done, guys, is take my travel vaccination. Now we have a travel vaccination clinic where when you're traveling to certain countries that are prone to certain things, some kind of sicknesses, you should be taking jabs, like shots, before you travel. For me, I was particularly afraid of malaria and typhoid. Like, I've been out of Nigeria for a while and I don't have any immunity against those things. So that's why I was careful what I ate, because I did not take my malaria or typhoid jabs before I traveled. I didn't do that because I could not get an appointment in the travel clinic. I didn't start to check that option early enough, and then by the time I checked, the appointments were backed up all until the end of November, and my trip was going to be in the month of October, so there was no point. That's why I had to take that extra precaution, watching what I ate, just basically watching the things that I ate and I drank, because of the exposure. Like, I was afraid that my immunity was not strong enough if I got malaria or typhoid while in Nigeria, right? So that's another thing I could have done that I didn't do. It was my fault one kind. I could have started early. And then the third thing that I find that some people do is, when you're traveling to certain countries as a Canadian citizen, there's a part on the government website where you can go and declare, like put where you're going, how long you're going to be gone for, so that if there's an emergency, you are accounted for, basically. I didn't think I needed to do that. If I was traveling by myself on vacation to any country and I thought, you know what, I want to go and declare where I am so that if there's an emergency, help can get to me and I'll be accounted for. If it was a random country, I would have done that. But I just felt, I'm going to Nigeria. I'm familiar with the Nigerian system and the Nigerian environment. If yawa gas, I know what to do in Nigeria, right? So that's kind of why I didn't do that. And thank goodness I didn't need to for anything. There was no reason for me to have to be accounted for. So I'm grateful for that was a chance that I took. If you don't feel the same way, please, by all means, declare where you're going so that help can get to you if you have a gas or if any trouble happens for my non-Nigerian people. So yes, that's what I could have done to prepare for the trip. But for me, I just bought tickets and I was ready to check out. That's basically what I did. So I'm not asking you to do the same. Like I said, if you have to go to any of this country and you feel like you need to declare where you're going, by all means do that. The second question, how did it really feel going back to Nigeria? So first of all, I'm just going to say a big thank you to all of you for all the love that you showed my family on this trip. You guys, I was low-key worried about that, like, if anybody on my channel now says something about my sister, say that I'm just going to lose home training and come and fight on YouTube, because I'm ready to fight. But I took a chance. I introduced my family to you guys, my online family, and the reception was amazing. For all your wonderful comments, for the compliments, for my sisters, for the wedding, my sister-in-law, my immediate younger sister, the crazy one that was displaying everywhere. You guys showed so much love to my family and I couldn't be more grateful for you all. So thank you so much. For those of you who say I should find a way to continue to add my sisters into my videos, please, we live in different countries. I'm going to find a way to bribe them or cajole them to come to Canada so that they can be in other of my videos. But for now, you guys are just going to manage me like this. The seriousness of my seriousness, they say is serious. You're going to manage my seriousness like that. So yes, thank you guys so much for all the love that you showed my family. I can't take that for granted at all. I appreciate you guys so much. So the tea of how it felt, you guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know that on this channel we don't used to lie. There are no airs here, so I'm gonna tell you guys the truth about how it felt. When I landed in Lagos, I did not get that rush of, "Oh, I'm at home, let's now go on." I don't know how other people do it, but I've seen other people's videos landing in Lagos where it's like, as soon as you just land, the air is different, the temperature is different, everything is different, the person comes alive. Like literally, I've watched some people's videos like that where it was like they landed in Nigeria and suddenly came alive. I didn't feel that way. I was now wondering, like, is something wrong with me? Like, why am I not excited or bubbly? Now, there could be a couple of reasons why that happened. I traveled during the day and landed in Lagos in the evening. Before I left the airport, it was already dark, so I was tired. Maybe that was it. I landed in the night, I was tired. But when I got home, when I got to the house, I'm meeting my siblings, I was just very happy to see my sisters, to meet my nephews. I was excited, right? And you guys saw that part. I was very happy. I was hungry, so all of that contributed. But the next time that I woke up, I still wasn't feeling like, I'm home, let's go and paint the town red. I don't know, I struggled to connect with Lagos for a bit. I did struggle to connect, and that feeling was there the whole time while I was in Lagos. I strongly want to believe that the reason why I felt that way was because I did not live in Lagos while I lived in Nigeria. So I was not reliving any memories by going back to Lagos. The maximum number of days I spent in Lagos is 3 or 4 days. I'm ready to go back. Like, take me back to my Abuja. So maybe if I had gone to Abuja, that feeling of the connection would have been stronger. But for Lagos, it was completely missing for me the whole time. The whole time it was missing. Another reason why I thought I struggled with connecting on that Nigerian trip was because I had no parents. I have no parents, right? For a lot of people, when they say I'm going back home, their parents are the anchors that keep bringing them back to their home countries. So when you go there, it's like you're reliving memories from your childhood, you're reliving beautiful memories that you have, just the excitement of being there with family and seeing your parents. For me, that was missing. My parents are both dead. My parents-in-law are both dead. So right now, I don't have any anchor per se that would keep reining me back to Nigeria. And that thing showed. It showed in the way I related with things. I felt very detached. I'm telling you guys the truth. Like, you guys can drag me for this, but it did not... For the first couple of days in Lagos, I did not feel like I went home. I feel like I traveled from home. I struggled with that detachment a lot. I struggled. Like, I could not explain it. I couldn't tell anybody else that that's how I was feeling. Before it to now be like, who do you think you are? How many years have you stayed abroad that you're suddenly not feeling connected? But really, guys, I struggled with that a lot. And I did not realize how heavy that was on me until my sister's wedding day, guys. That's when it started to make sense, that the fact that my parents were not there, the fact that missing, it was my parents not being there was the missing part of that trip for me, honestly. On my sister's wedding day, everything was going well. It was a mix of many emotions on the wedding day, like how it was the first wedding we had in our family where there were no parents at all. So it felt strange. Like, I cannot imagine a wedding without my mom. What is a wedding in this family without my mom, right? Wedding mornings, I know how it is in my family. I know how the hustle, the bustle, and my mother is a key part of that. So just that wedding, not having my mom there, all of us were trying to manage it. We're all trying to manage emotions, just trying to keep the happy emotions going and not think about the fact that, man, on a serious note, there are no parents in this room. I mean, except for the people who stood in as our parents, right? During the reception, the MC now said we should do a minute of silence for my parents and you guys. Marina fell apart. I broke down and just started crying inside the wedding. With all the dance you guys saw, it's hard for you to believe that this actually happened. I broke down and cried like a baby during the wedding reception. I felt like in that moment I could finally release the burden and the heaviness that I had felt over the couple of days leading up to that wedding. I cried like a baby, and honestly, after that, I finished crying, I cleaned my eyes, I got up and started dancing again. I was like a crazy person, but that thing was heavy, you know. In that moment, that's when it dawned on me that, look, let it out, girl. There's no need for you to form macho. There's no need for you to form Superman. This is how you're feeling, deal with it. So it was tough. In that moment, it was tough. But we had a good time overall. Got up and danced right after that, and yeah, I could finally now admit after that, man, I've been struggling. And I was not the only one. Me and my siblings, like, there were days leading up to the wedding that we will catch each other in like awkward situations to say, how are you feeling? And the person will say, I can't believe mommy is not here. And we'll all comfort each other. Me, I was comforting everybody. It was during the wedding that my own now came out, like fell apart, like just fell apart and cried. But I felt better after that. And you know, for me, I learned how that whole experience just taught me that we don't have control over some things. Like, my parents are gone, they are not going to come back. But what do I have left? Like, I have my siblings here, I have my nieces, my nephews, my big family. I have the love of my online family. I just thought about all the things that I have instead of holding on so strongly to the things that I have lost. You know, I had to accept that, look, this thing has changed, there's nothing I can do about it. So make the best of the memories and the relationship that you still have right now. So that's what I tried to do for the remaining part of that trip, just to embrace and love up on the relationship that I still have instead of staying hung up on the relationships that I don't have. So that was the struggle that I had throughout that trip. And guys, man, it just made me remember again that, see, grief doesn't have a deadline to say after today the grief is over. You have a right to hurt. If you're hurting, if you're mourning the loss of loved ones and it's taking you years to get over it, by all means, take all the time that you need. Take all the time that you need. My mother has been gone 5 years. It's been 5 years this November, right? It's been 5 years this year, and see me still falling apart when they talked about her. And it was not just my mom in that moment, it was for both my parents, right? My father has been gone, he died in 2003. That's almost 20 years. I'm still hurting. Like, some days when I think about him, I laugh. Some other days when I think about him, I have a tear in my eye. So the emotions just never go away, and I'm learning to make peace with that, not be too hard on myself that I'm still hurting after this period of time, you know. So that's the parts of this whole trip you guys didn't see: the struggle, the heaviness, me struggling to connect. It was tough. It was really tough. It was tough coming to the realization that, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. When I was coming back to Canada, I felt like I was going home, which just tells me that home is very subjective. Absolutely subjective. Home is what you make of it. For me right now, my primary home is my husband and my children. So when I was coming back, I felt like I was going home. I did not feel like I was leaving home. I felt like I was going home when I was coming back to Canada. So this is my home now. This is my primary home now. Every other thing, no matter where it is going to be secondary. That's the truth. And it's one other side of immigration that people don't talk about. When you have stayed away from a place for a long time, that detachment will set in. That's the truth. No matter how long you say, oh, home will always be home, one day that home will not feel like home. When your parents grow old and they die, they pass away, when siblings are moving to other countries, you will go there one day and you're the only one who's left. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. I have 16 siblings. Maybe like 12 of us live outside Nigeria. How is Nigeria still home? It will not feel like home. And my siblings who are there, I'm now still trying to bribe 2 of them to say, come this way. At the end of the day, all of that is shifting. So how is it going to feel like home? It didn't feel like home for me, and I'm not afraid or ashamed to admit that. Anyway, guys, I just thought I should come give you guys this tea, all the behind the scenes, the part that you guys did not see. If you have lived away from your home country for however period of time, do you feel detached? Does it, when you go back, do you feel the same? Or is there that element of detachment that you struggle with when you go back? Guys, please share your experiences in the comment section. I need to know if I'm the only one who feels this way or if it's happening to anybody else as well. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I'm happy to be back to my regular routine. We're going to go back to regular uploads soon, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to check out the description box for the details on the Teddy Blake website and the discount code that you can use to get some dollars off the cost of your purchase. Until I come your way in the next video, it's your girl Marina saying thank you and have an awesome day. Bye, guys.